2026 BSP Kadayawan Festival Commemorative Silver Coin Pista, SA, Pilipinas, August issue. Hello everyone, and welcome back to PapercoinageVideo. Today, we're going to take a close look at one of the newest Philippine commemorative coins issued by the Bangko, Sentral NG Pilipinas, in 2026. And this is a very special one because it celebrates one of the most colorful and important festivals in Mindanao. This is the 100 piso Kadayawan Festival commemorative silver coin, the 8th release in the Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas Pista, said Pilipinas 100 piso Philippine Festivals commemorative coin series. The coin we're looking at today is made of 1 troy ounce of 0.999 fine silver, and it features a beautiful and colorful representation of the Kadayawan Festival. So, in this video, we're going to take a closer look at the coin's specifications, its obverse and reverse designs, the meaning behind the images, and the cultural significance of Kadayawan. Let's get started. The Pista sa Pilipinas, SUV. Before we talk about the Kadayawan coin itself, let's first look at the series. The Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas launched the Pista sa Pilipinas commemorative coin series to celebrate the cultural heritage of the Philippines. The series consists of 12 different silver commemorative coins, with each coin representing a different Philippine festival. There is one festival for each month of 2026. The series begins with Sinulog in January, followed by Tinoke ni Ilocano in February, Kamalan in March, Moriones in April, Pahayas in May, Pintados Casadian in June, and Tinelak in July. And now, for August, we have Kadayawan. The remaining coins in the series represent Penafrancia, Escara, Gigantes, and the Giant Lantern Festival. So, when completed, the entire collection will tell a very interesting story about Philippine festivals, traditions, communities, and cultural identity. Coin SPCIFICITONS. Let's start with the basic specifications. This is a 100 piso commemorative coin, but even though its face value is only 100 pesos, this is definitely not an ordinary circulating coin. It is made of 99.9% fine silver. The weight is 31.1 grams, which is exactly 1 troy ounce of silver. The diameter is 38.6 millimeters. So, this is a substantial silver coin, especially when you compare it with the regular circulating coins we use every day. The official BSP selling price is 5,000 pesos per coin. And because this is a commemorative issue with a limited purchase quantity, it is primarily intended for collectors rather than everyday circulation. The BSP store lists a purchase limit of 1 coin per customer for each festival design, the Kadayawan Festival. Now, let's talk about the festival represented on this coin. Kadayawan is a major cultural celebration held every August in Davao City. The name Kadayawan comes from the word daya, which refers to something excellent or something that brings good fortune. The festival is essentially a celebration of life, nature, culture, and a bountiful harvest. And when you look at the coin, you can immediately see why the designers chose such colorful and abundant imagery. Kadayawan is strongly associated with the natural abundance of Davao. The region is famous for its agricultural products and tropical fruits. And of course, one fruit immediately comes to mind when we talk about Davao durian, the design on the obverse. Now, let's take a closer look at the front of the coin. The main feature is a beautifully colorized Festival performer wearing traditional attire. The performer is surrounded by colorful cultural patterns and elements representing the celebration. The design is extremely vibrant, and compared with a traditional silver coin that uses only the natural color of the metal. This coin uses colorization to bring the festival scene to life. At the top of the coin, you can clearly see the word Kadayawan, and at the bottom is the denomination, 100. Piso, the central figure immediately gives the coin a sense of movement and celebration. The traditional clothing also provides an important connection to the indigenous cultures and traditions associated with the Kadayawan celebration. The BSP explains that the image represents a vibrant celebration of life and gratitude for nature, culture, and a bountiful harvest. The fruits of Kadayawan. Now let's look at one of the most interesting parts of this coin. On the right side of the design, we can see a collection of tropical fruits. Among them are durian and mangosteen, along with other fruits associated with the abundance of Davao. This is a very clever design choice. Instead of simply putting the name Kadayawan on a coin, the designers used actual visual symbols that immediately communicate the meaning of the festival. When you look at the fruit basket, you get the idea of abundance and harvest. And when you see the traditional performer, you get the idea of culture and celebration. Put those elements together, and you get the essence of Kadayawan. Kadayawan Icon, one of the most recognizable images on the coin, is the durian. Durian is strongly associated with Davao and is one of the region's most famous agricultural products. The durian also appears as the Kadayawan icon in the reverse design of the Pista sa Pilipinas series. This makes the fruit more than just a decoration. It becomes a symbol representing Kadayawan itself. For collectors, this is one of the details that makes the coin particularly interesting. Each festival in the Pista sa Pilipinas series has its own visual icon on the reverse. So when the entire series is assembled, each coin contributes a different symbol to the larger design. The 8 diamonds. Here's another small detail that collectors may want to look for. The Kadayawan coin is the August issue. August is the 8th month of the year, and the BSP incorporated 8 diamond designs into the border of the coin. This is part of the design concept used throughout the entire series. The number of diamonds corresponds to the month represented by the festival. So, January has 1 diamond, February has 2, March has 3, and so on. Therefore, the Kadayawan coin, representing August, has 8 diamonds. It's a simple detail, but it's a great example of how the BSP incorporated a hidden systematic feature into the collection. The border DSCGNA, another interesting element, is the decorative border. The BSP states that the pattern on the border is traced from the subject's outfit. There is also a pattern traced from a tribal outfit. These patterns help connect the coin visually to the cultural identity represented by Kadayawan. The border also creates a very attractive contrast with the central colorized image. If you have the physical coin, I recommend using good lighting and a magnifying glass to examine these patterns. Some of the details are quite small, and they are much easier to appreciate when viewed up close. The reverse siding. Now let's turn the coin over And this is where the concept becomes even more interesting. The reverse is not just a Kadayawan design. Instead, the reverse represents the entire Pista sa Pilipinas series. The BSP incorporated symbols and elements from all 12 festivals into one large composition. These include :SINULOG, tan -OK ni Ilocano, Camulan, Moriones, Pahayas, Pintados, Kazadun, Tanalik, Kadayawan, Kantas, and the Giant Lantern Festival. All of these elements are arranged into a large festive pattern, and according to the BSP, the overall composition forms a giant lantern, representing the symbol of the 12th and final festival in the series. At the center is the Bangko Sentral NG Pilipinas seal. We can also see the words Pista, SA, Kina, S, and 22.6. The reverse also identifies the coin's precious metal. Specifications: 999 fine SILV and 1 troy ounce. So, the reverse essentially connects this individual Kadayawan coin to the entire 12-coin collection. Why I like this COIN for me? There are several things that make this coin attractive. First is the silver. You're getting 1 troy ounce of 0.999 fine silver. Second is the design. The colorization makes this coin stand out immediately. And third is the story. This is not simply a coin showing a person or a building. It represents a living Filipino tradition. Kadayawan represents gratitude for nature, cultural diversity, and abundance. And those ideas are represented visually through the performer, traditional clothing, tropical fruits, and the overall festive composition. That's what makes modern commemorative coins interesting. They can become historical records of the culture and traditions that exist today. A coin for both numismatists and silver COL, OLL, CTOL. As another reason this series is interesting is that it appeals to different types of collectors. If you're a traditional Philippine numismatist, you may want the coin because it is an official BSP commemorative issue. If you're a silver collector, the 1 troy-ounce .999 silver content makes it attractive. And if you're interested in Philippine history and culture, each coin represents a different festival and community. This makes the complete 12-coin series particularly interesting. Imagine having all 12 coins together. You would essentially have a silver collection representing 12 different celebrations from around the Philippines and the reverse designs. Connect all 12 coins together into one larger concept. Collecting the complete series since Kadayawan is the August issue. Collectors who started the series in January have now reached the 8th coin. That means collectors trying to complete the full set need to keep track of each monthly release. The official BSP series page states that the coins are issued each month of 2026. Coinciding with the celebration of the featured festival, the coins are available through the BSP online store. And the BSP states that on-site or walk-in sales are no longer available for these festival commemorative coins. If you like this kind of content video, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Till next time, sayonara.
Please subscribe on this channel, like and share this video. Thank you.